Alright, hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Casey, and today I'm bringing you guys just a real quick, short reading about what area of your life needs your attention right now, and what exactly it needs from you. So basically, if you don't know exactly what that means, like, for example, maybe it'll say your finances need your attention right now, and what it'll say that needs is maybe it needs you to save a little bit more for a rainy day that might be around the corner or something like that. So that is what we're going to hopefully be looking at today. Today I have 3 different readings for you to choose from. We have pile 1 with the green-haired jasper, we have pile 2 with the malachite, and pile 3 with the hematite. So go ahead and pause, figure out which one you feel most drawn to. I'll leave timestamps down in the description box below so you can quickly jump to whichever reading that you want to listen to. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, pile 1. If you chose the green hair jasper, then this is the reading for you. Now, getting right into it, the area of your life that I see needs your attention right now is your creativity, the aspect of you that is able to create, the part of you that comes up with, inspiration, new ideas. I think that career-wise, you could be a creative of some kind. Creativity is something that it seems is very important in your day-to-day life, even if it's not necessarily your career. It could just be that this is something that really calms you down, something that really focuses you. But I do get a sense that for the majority of you, this is something to do with your career. So you could be a content creator, you could be an author, you could be, a more conventional artist, where you actually do painting and stuff like that. And I think recently there's just been so much going on in your life, so much stressing you out, so many different responsibilities. It could even be, outside of your work life and your personal life. Your personal life has been really busy, really stressful. Maybe there's been conflicts going on. And because of this, I think you can tell that your creativity has really been suffering. You haven't been as inspired or as motivated. You haven't been able to come up with these new ideas as much as you used to. And it's not that this creativity is disappearing, it's just like it's being covered up by all these distractions. And so what Spirit is asking you to do is basically cleanse yourself of as much as you can that you don't need in your life right now. So lots of little obligations that maybe you said that you would do, or you would, go to this event or speak at this thing. Maybe saying like, hey, I'm sorry, something came up, I can no longer do this. Little things that are not essential for you to be doing right now. Try to cut them out of your life. Try to rebalance, because I feel like you're taking on way too much, especially if there's a lot going on in your personal life. It could be a good time to say, like, you need some time to yourself, you need to distance yourself, whatever you can do to ease this load that's on you, because I can tell your creativity is really suffering, and this is a very important part of your life. Like I said, it could be directly tied into your career, like you need your creativity to work. And so when that starts to suffer, it's only going to stress you out more, and this is definitely something that needs to be prioritized right now. So, pile 1, that is everything that I have for you. I wish you the best of luck in, fixing whatever this is. As a creative myself, we all go through ruts like this, but it doesn't mean that you're broken or your creativity is going to stop working. It just means that you're going to need to, coax it back to life, focus some more attention on allowing yourself to relax so that you can let that creativity come back in. So, pile 1, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. Alright, pile 2. If you chose the malachite, then this is going to be the reading for you. Now, I just want to say, while I was shuffling the cards, it was taking so long to, get the first card to come out that it got to the point that, my arms were tired, and I feel like that kind of speaks to what you're going through. Specifically, this reading is all about passion. So for some of you, this could be about what you're passionate about in general, like hobbies, certain things that you're interested in. For others, we could be talking, this is 18 plus, it could be in a sexual sense. Maybe you're feeling a little repressed. Maybe you haven't been in tune with your sexual energy in a long time. If this makes you uncomfortable, you don't need to listen to it, but I am going to come at this from both angles like that. Because what I'm seeing is the area of your life that needs a lot of work, is you getting back in tune with your passion and that kind of sexual energy, as well as just what makes you passionate about life. I feel like you've been so bogged down by stresses and responsibilities and workload or what people need from you. You haven't given back to yourself. You haven't taken any time to get in tune with your body, or in tune with what you want, or in tune with what makes you feel fired up, what makes you feel passionate. If you look at the 4 elements like water, earth, air, fire, you've been focusing on like the water, the earth, the air, but there's been a complete lack of like any fire in your life. Like it got to the point where like when I was looking for that card, my hands were getting tired. Like, okay, if you want to take it in a more explicit sense, it could be like, you try to get to that point, but it's just, you can't, like you physically can't, so you're getting tired and you're like giving up. Sorry if that makes you uncomfortable. I try to keep it as PG as possible, but you're really getting this energy coming through in your reading. Like, I feel like your spirit guides want me to be a little bit more explicit, because I feel like you've been feeling very repressed for a very long time, and it might have been without even you trying to repress those feelings or repress yourself. It's just life got in the way, things got in the way. Maybe you haven't had a partner in a long time and you've just completely been ignoring that aspect of yourself and your body's, needs and wants. And it's finally coming to the forefront, and it's like, if you keep continuing to stay repressed like this, like eventually it's gonna boil over. I feel like something else that's coming forward is there's so many stresses in your life and you don't have a positive outlet for it, but this could be one. Now, I'm not saying, go out like and find a random person on the street and, don't be safe. Obviously, be safe, engage in that kind of activity with people that you trust, and you know that they're clean, and being safe about it. But spirit is asking you to find an outlet of some kind. Allow yourself to have that kind of fun again. I mean, when's the last time that you really got dressed up, you went out to like a bar or something and you flirted with somebody? Can you even think of the last time that happened? What about the last time that you flirted with somebody on like a dating app or something? And it doesn't all just have to be sexual, but I think that pursuing passion, especially when it comes to the body, is a really great outlet of energy. Kind of like when you need a good cry, sometimes you need a good what. So anyways, let's get a little bit more in detail of just how this is affecting you. You have the 6 of Wands tied to passion. I think the things that you're passionate about, and also just passion in general, when you're in alignment with them, when you're getting that kind of flirtatious sexual energy, it is boosting your confidence a lot. And I think also just confidence in your looks, in your body, and your abilities is something that you've been missing out on for a long time. I think if you really look at yourself and look at how confident you think that you are, I feel like you'd look at that and you'd be like, man, I'm not feeling super confident. I'm not feeling like I'm in tune with my passions. I'm not in tune with my body. I feel like all of this is kind of coming out, and you just haven't taken a look at it in so long because you really put it on the back burner in order to focus on so many other things. And so the cards over here on the right have to do with what you can do to aid this area of your life, what you can do to bolster it or boost it or make it feel better. And you have the Caution card and the 7 of Wands. I think for a long time you've been fighting your own passions, your own desires, you've been suppressing them, and with the Caution card, I think you're even a little bit wary about letting yourself indulge. You come up with this excuse or that about why it's a bad idea, or why you should be focusing on other things, or what if I go too crazy and indulge myself a little bit too much and then other areas of my life start failing. The whole idea of passion is you're not supposed to logic it. You're not supposed to intellectualize it. You're not supposed to overthink it. It's supposed to be something that you feel. It's supposed to be something that you flow with. And you are fighting this flow and basically suppressing your own needs, wants, and desires. And that's not healthy. You gotta let that flow. Like, you gotta let the dam burst. So, pile 2, that's basically everything that I have for you. I try not to be super explicit on my channel, so I hope it didn't come through as like me being awkward with it, because this stuff really doesn't bother me. I can talk about it with normal people, but on the internet, usually I try to keep things more PG, but it did seem like this is what needed to come through for you. So I hope that you understand the message. Hope you know that I'm not trying to be weird about it. And go ahead and get out there, have some fun, indulge yourself, let yourself be in tune with your body instead of trying to intellectualize everything and suppress everything and put everybody else forward except for you. Let yourself indulge yourself in what you want. So, pile 2, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. All right, pile 3. If you chose the hematite, then this is going to be the reading for you. And getting right into it, the area of your life that needs some help right now is you have a lot of anger boiling under the surface. You have a lot of feelings. Maybe you've just gone through an argument. Maybe you've just been fired. Maybe somebody betrayed you. Maybe somebody took advantage of you. Whatever it is, you have a lot of unresolved feelings due to this matter. You have not yet hit the tower moment or the breakdown. And sometimes we avoid tower moments or breakdowns. We try our best to stay strong, to just keep moving, to not break down, but you need a release of some kind because I bet you can feel that this energy, this anger, this hurt is just kind of staying within you. It has no outlet. And it's really unbalancing your whole life right now. Basically, it says the aspect of your life that needs help right now is balance. I think a lot of your emotions are going all over the place. Maybe you've noticed that you've been even quicker to anger than usual because there's this unresolved issue. And whatever this issue is, Spirit isn't saying necessarily that it needs to be resolved directly with the party that helped create it. So for example, if you got fired, it's not saying to like go to your job and like burn the place down. Definitely not saying that. If it happens to be like an argument with a loved one, of course, communication is really important. But if it's with somebody that you know you can't reason with, if it's with somebody that you know is not going to see your point of view, who's not going to apologize, what it's saying is you need to find an outlet for your anger that works for you. Now, when this anger card first came out, things that I started thinking of was like maybe you need to go to one of those places where what's it called? A rage cage? Or no, that's like a drinking game. It's like where you take like bats and crowbars and stuff and you like destroy things to get out that anger. I don't know what those are called, but something like that. Or maybe you need to go to the gym and like run 10 miles straight until you have all of this energy evaporating. For others of you, maybe you need to journal it, like fully, honestly talk to yourself about it and find a way that you can come to terms with whatever has happened. Whatever it is, you need to face it head on. You can't keep distracting yourself, and you need to find an outlet for it. So whatever works for you. Like I said, maybe it's destroying things in a safe way. Obviously, don't put yourself in danger, but do what you need to get this energy out because you haven't yet hit the breakdown. And it's like an example I can think of is like when somebody passes away and then you don't let yourself cry over it, it's gonna be this unresolved feeling inside you until you finally hit that breakdown and you can let go. And I feel like whatever has happened to you, you haven't quite let go of it, and you can start to feel your whole life is feeling thrown out of balance because of it. So you need to find an outlet that works for you. So I listed a few ideas, but I have a feeling that what works for you is going to be something that you have to figure out for yourself. So I wish you the best of luck in that. I really hope that you can find an outlet for these feelings because it can be really tough to deal with, and I know it's definitely not a fun time dealing with them, but Spirit has basically shown me that you can get through this. It's just a roadblock right now, but a very painful roadblock. You know, it's not fun to deal with, but it's not going to be forever. So, pile 3, that is everything that I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.